Right, now news about the battery that's been in reverse charge. Now, this battery has been getting hot a bit when it was charging. It took a long time to cool down. So you have this little glass here. I don't know if one can see this in the camera, but obviously it shows it's not good. And I'm not sure where the acid level is. And because of that, I wanted to have a look. So I might have to take this off here. It's a little ventilation hole, but this bit all along to the other side is the cover. It's just glued on. But first of all, see if we can have a look into here. Oops. And see if one can check the level. At least the general level. Oops. Which I thought might be a reason. Oops. Why? I'll just have to put this thing somewhere. Not much to see here, is there? It appears that all the cells, at least the cell that I'm looking at, is covered in acid. If it's not covered in acid, I would have to top it up. I might still take this one off and see, because this is essentially looks like a little acid meter, like the ones one can buy, with a little swimming element here. Yeah, just focus. So if acid level is good, it will show the green bit. It probably comes up. Never mind. So might just have a look inside the battery and see what causes it. Right, so might be back with an open battery. Now I've got some distilled water here, and I managed to get the battery open. It is easy. You just cut in here, hammer a little bit. You basically split the lid off the rest of the battery, because you will see once you get it off, it was easy to get it off. It took a little bit, but it wasn't difficult. You just have to be careful and work slowly. And then the whole cover comes off. Maintenance free or maintenance prohibited battery. So we can clearly see where it was sort of glued or sealed together. Only thing is, actually this seal is, I'm not sure if it's sealant here, but this just feels like plastic. It's very hard. So whatever it was. So here we see the ventilation outlets and the channels. Look, links each cell to the ventilation. There's a little bit of a sponge in between so that the acid will not spill out. And it's on both sides, and we've got this little overspill hole here. So the battery, it can't explode. That's for sure. Put that away. And now we're going to have a look inside the cells. Let's see. This one, first cell, the acid level is too low. It should be up to that little plastic mark, that plastic pin that's there. It is not. Let's rattle the table a bit so we can perhaps see where the acid is. Far down below, but the cells are still under acid. So here you see that you see rust here. It's rusty. That connection rail didn't have rust here, but it's rusty there. Rust normally means high resistance, which probably explains why the battery gets a bit hot and has a high internal resistance when you test it or charge it. Again, it's maintenance free, but no, it loses acid. So it definitely does need maintenance. Let's have a look into this one. Tricky to focus. Definitely acid level is too low. Here, shake it a bit and see acid level is too low. acid level here is better. Let's see, acid level is better, but still too low. And this one, oh, it's like a special one, almost dry. I have to shine into it with the torch somehow. It's tricky to get the camera to focus onto it on the inside. And somewhere there it was. There you go. No. Okay, there we go. So I don't know if it focuses. So that is almost dry. No, not really, but it's definitely not underwater, the cell. So I need to, I've got some distilled water here, and I'm going to fill it up. You see that this test glass here, this test window, or whatever you call it, it gets it only from one cell. So it's not representative for the whole battery, because that cell could be damaged and the other ones could be good. I'm going to fill it up with I can just have a quick, there's no point in quick acid test, but no point in testing here, but let's have a look at the acid here. What's the acid density on this one? Oh dear, not good. It doesn't even attempt to swim. Can't read it through the camera. Okay. Acid back in. Let's check this one here. No. Focus. That's even worse. It doesn't even attempt to swim. Interestingly, that acid here is a bit, it's not clear. If you look into it, compared to the others, it's not clear. Probably due to the rust. It looks very dirty. This one is clearer. Not brilliant. That cell is slightly better, but still it's not clear acid. So I wonder how one can actually clean this. I would have to drain it out and replace it actually. But this acid, this is clean, and we remember that cell had no rust in there. So still, acid level or acid density is not good enough. So I'm going to replace, top up with distilled water and maybe drain some acid out and replace it with distilled water, and then charge the battery and see what happens.